Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marvel Rivals Open Qualifiers. We are on the Asia PC Open Qualifiers today because this is the only one that is really available. But we're going to be doing some casting. It's my first time casting this game in particular. If you don't know me, I've been a caster for a very long time now. I've covered Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone, PUBG, Flat Out, I believe was the game. Whatever the mobile one is, that one's been a while. Little bit of Teamfight Tactics, a little bit of Overwatch, a little bit of Apex Legends, and this game has brought me back. I was gone for several years, but I really love this game, so I'm jumping back in. We are picking from some of the best teams in terms of rankings in the Asia qualifiers, and I'm just going to be doing some casts for them. I will not tell you which team is the one we are casting from, which team is the higher ranked, so that you keep some surprises going. So, we have Crispy Fries on the left, and Tomyumkung Gaming going to be on the right-hand side. They are on the offense, Crispy Fries on the defense. So, first bans, Hawkeye being taken out, as is Psylocke. Very sensible here. Psylocke constantly getting in the highest KDs from most of the teams. Now we're going to see the locks. It looks like we saw a skip on the first secure by Crispy Fries. So, Tomyumkung, they're going to lock in the Punisher. Frank is here, and he's now available for both teams. They don't need to worry about him being removed. Another ban skip by Crispy Fries, though. Going to see that they're not looking to remove anything else. Want to keep their options open. But of course, it's the same for Tomyumkung. Last ban, going to be taking out Hela, one of the biggest damage characters in the game. Looks like I read the bans wrong. It is going to be the Rocket Raccoon who is taken out as the final ban of this phase. Let's see what we have as the lock-ins. I saw a Storm being hovered there. I have not seen much Storm being played at all, but we're moving away from that. Looks like we're looking at Hela is bad, buddy. Can't lock that in. So there we go. There is the Punisher for both teams. Jeff is here on your left with the Jeff being hovered. Overshake swapping out that Punisher over to the Star-Lord, but he's still not locked in. Not committing yet. All right, let's introduce our teams. On the left-hand side, it is Crispy Fries. We have Yonko on the Magneto. We have... One second. There we go. My hotkeys were not working. We have Yonko on the Magneto. Overshake on the Punisher. Tini Valkyrie is going to be playing the Doctor Strange. Neebs on the Mantis. Fluxy is going to be playing the Luna. We're going to see Flicky Minaj on the Black Panther. What an incredible name. That is so good. Really, really love that. And we have Tomyumkung Gaming on the red team. They also have a Magneto with Titor Wativi. We're just going to call him Titor on that Magneto. We have, not too common to see here. Oh, they just avoid the portal. We're going to see an Adam Warlock for on your left, swapping away from Jeff. Raw Dog is going to be playing the Moon Knight, looking for a flank already, heading out to the vehicle. V-Space is going to be on that Lunar Snow. Olivia is going to be playing the Doctor Strange, and EU is going to be on the frag on that Punisher, and already they're pushing up very aggressively, trading shots with Overshake up there, who's got a pretty good angle. Heels coming out from on your left, already getting a pretty good angle to start off, and they're able to get a pretty good push. This is already a good start for Tomyumkung, pushing up the Doctor Strange with the Pentagram, able to get some good defense. Here comes the first turret of the game, coming in from EU, getting pretty good shots, but he's got it at a low angle. He's actually getting a couple of those blocks. He's getting flanked, but he's being covered by the Adam Warlock. He's able to make the play, moving up forward. Yonko trying to zone out. They've managed to get back onto the vehicle, pushing up forward with that Magneto. The magnetic barrier is going to move people back, taking a lot of damage, but Tinny is playing super far forward with that defensive barrier. The Sephirim is working perfectly to keep them alive right now, and they've been able to push everyone back. Just over 2/3 of the way towards the first objective, but Crispy Fries have been able to get a pretty good defensive angle. Here comes the aggressive counter push, though. Raw Dog does have that ultimate ability available, beginning to move around to the flank, seeing if they can get a good angle, trying to set themselves up here. There comes the Arc going in hard, looking for massive damage output. Heals coming in from the Luna and from Mantis as they push out forward, trying to get the pressure. Moon Knight with the hand of Vashtu, pushing forward. They're able to make their way to the vehicle, but they can't push further. Magneto with the barrier, holding the line for the moment. Meteor coming down. Yunko trying to drop people, able to pick up the kill onto Vase Base as they make their way forward, looking to try and keep this defense going. Crispy Fries holding. They've managed to pull this all the way back to just over the halfway point. Meteor M only catching one person, but one person in this case is enough. The reset happens. We're back to the halfway point. Oliver making their way forward. The Seraphim barrier keeping them alive. They do have the Eye of Agamotto at the ready. One of the biggest abilities in the game. If they can land it, that is a pretty big group up that we're seeing from the members of Crispy Fries. Beginning to make their way forward. Olivier looking for the angle, but they're getting flanked pretty hard. Making their way forward. Here comes another hand of Khonshu as they make their way forward the barrier to make sure they have the good angle. Here comes the Punisher. EU is dropping huge damage outputs. Already expired, and that's allowed them to clean up Crispy Fries and make their way forward to zone out any further defenses. They've got back on the vehicle. They've left on your left for the defense position as they make their way to the first point. Nicely done. Holding on to that Karmic Revival. Good damage out of on your left there. Got a lovely angle. Really working their way through that shield on the defense. Yunko and Titty Valkyrie doing as best as they can to hold the line. The barriers are looking good. Looks like Flicky Minaj has swapped over to Black Panther. Eye of Agamotto coming in from Titty Valkyrie as they turn this fight. But here comes the counter from Olivier. Manages to get only Magneto. Not able to turn this round in their favor at all on your left. Still holding on to it. Gets taken out before they can drop the heroic. And that's going to be a big angle for the members of Crispy Fries as they push back Tomyumkung. Massive defensive play, holding that at just over the 1/3 point at second objective. This is big for Crispy Fries. They've got the tanks in the upper positioning. Go with the Meteor M, ready for it. Flicky Minaj. Fully charged up with the Black Panther, looking for the angle to try and go in for that engage. Diving deep. They still don't use the ultimate. There it is. That they're frozen immediately. The full shutdown. No beast descent. Flicky is running for their life, and they're going to be kept alive. Retreating. Here comes Magneto with the Meteor M. Tito still has dropped theirs as well. It's full on here. Yunko holding it as they are in full retreat right now. Barriers are not available. They're getting held up by Fluxy on that Lunar Snow. Pulling back. Nice freeze. They're in full retreat now. This is a rout from the members of Tomyumkung. Pushing back Crispy Fries. The smoke bomb to get the angle. But Tomyumkung are fully onto the point right now. Another freeze onto Yunko as he pushes back forward. Tiny Valkyrie is really holding the line right now, giving Yunko space to breathe. They're making a good angle. EU is about to get that full charge once again. Here he comes! EU is taken out immediately! Unable to get anything. The Meteor comes through. We've got a Scarlet Witch coming in here, dropping huge damage output. And the Eye of Agamotto coming out here. Another stun. This is massive from Tomyumkung. They are wiping the members of Crispy Fries right now. A couple members still alive, but they're able to retreat and back up into their defensive areas. Again, once again, a lovely Sephirim barrier from Titty Valkyrie. The portal coming in here, but what's the plan? Other than lagging the crap out of my PC, fully shutting that down. They're going full in, through the dive, through the system lag, trying to get the right angle. Mantis getting dropped down immediately there. Olivier holding the line. Yunko's down again. It's a full team wipe, and Tomyumkung are able to make their way onto Tier 2. And it's the final push towards the end here at Asgard. Making their way towards Yggdrasil. Can they get this final push? Once again, we've got Bast's Descent available for Flicky Minaj. Are they going to be able to get the angle this time? Pushing forward. Overshake is now on that Peter Quill, on that Star-Lord. Can they get the right angle? Eva, good barriers once again. Kitty Valkyrie doing good. Here comes Flicky! Still not dropping the heroic yet, holding it until the last possible second, just dropping damage, making sure they have the right angle. Shields expiring though. Lunar Snow pushing forward, they get theirs out. They've got a huge healing for the rest of the team there with Flicky Minaj looking to try and get the flank, but they can't seem to find the right angle. Diving deep, drop down to half, drop down to nothing. Flicky taken out again. Unable to get the right angles in these fights, just really getting zoned down. Tino is pushing back with Olivier. They've got a great angle here. Tomyumkung stuns out one. It's once again Crispy Fries who are getting locked down, but Tomyumkung are getting completely decimated on this backline. They're able to hold on to the point though. Keep that cart active, keep it moving. Once again, the magnetic barrier keeping them alive, but down goes Titor. And this is a hold by Crispy Fries. They've been able to set themselves up for the full defense right now. Overshake looking for the angle. They've got some time to reset right now. This is looking great for the members of Crispy Fries at this third point, as they have been in a little bit of trouble. We're seeing the Scarlet Witch once again coming in for Raw Dog as they begin to make their way in. Titty Valkyrie once again holding that front line with that Sephiroth barrier, keeping the push going, and they immediately take out Titor with the Magneto down. That's one less front line to hold this. Pushing forward, trying to make something happen. A lovely Eye of Agamotto, the three-man stun from Olivier, but they've made nothing from it. No extra push. Here comes the heal from Neebs, keeping the team alive. Notice the heal from on your left, who has swapped over to the Mantis. They're pressuring forward. They're trying to make the last push happen. Flicky is dropping huge damage out here. Tito needs to stay alive. Then attack his member on their team, but no! On your left, trying to hold this. Overshake is deep in there, picking up the kills. And that's going to be 2 points, 85.36 meters. That's pretty far. A lovely job in this first half by the members of Tomyumkung. They're able to get themselves a lovely setup here. Now, can Crispy Fries meet them in kind and get a counter push going? Can they turn this round? Looking for the mix-ups here. Do we see any big swaps? We appear to have a Winter Soldier coming in from Raw Dog Patifon. Let's see how that works out for them. First Winter Soldier we have seen not only on this channel, but in this game. Everyone's been avoiding it for now. Yoko, once again, is no longer on the Magneto. Going to be playing the Thor here. Let's see if that's going to make the difference. Bit more defensive this time.
30 seconds before you attack.
Let's see if it's going to be enough. Overshake, staking on that Star-Lord. Really helped them out in the last push of the game there. Titty Valkyrie, once again on the Doctor Strange. Neebs is picking up the Mantis. Fluxy on the Lunar Snow. And Flicky Minaj is back on that Frank Castle, picking out the Punisher. Tino on Magneto on your left on the Mantis. Rodog is bringing out the Winter Soldier. V-Space is going to be playing Lunar Snow. Olivier is back on that Doctor Strange. And EU is going to be playing the Frank Castle. We're going to be seeing a portal coming out from Tiny Valkyrie, of course, but is it going to be a good angle? It's immediately been spotted by Olivier. They're pushing forward, trying to get the good angle right off the bat, but they're getting zoned out pretty hard here. This indestructible terrain will not hold up forever as they try to look for the right angle. This is a pretty good hold here, using the building as cover. Tomyumkung seem to have a good angle, but they've been driven off of the point, meaning we're getting a little bit of duration right away here. More Sephiroth barriers to keep everyone going here. Neebs looking for the right angle, trying to keep Magneto alive as Yuko is getting locked down and blasted. First turret is coming up from Flicky with a fantastic angle here, trying to drive them off, force them off the point. They're in actually a defensive position. They've cut off the escape here. Flicky holding them back, trying to zone them off the point here, dropping huge damage. Overshake is on the flank, trying to get a lovely shot here, but is getting zoned out super hard here. Let's have a look at Raw Dog on that Winter Soldier. Deep in there, zoning, taking some pretty good shots, but is getting zoned out by that flanking Overshake on that Star-Lord, really causing problems There was an attempt at the hook to try and lock him down, forced it back into the healing point as the push continues. They're just going to have to ignore Overshake for now as they push onto the point, trying to set themselves up for an initial engage here. All of the supports have their ultimates, and several are being dropped on your left. The only one hanging onto theirs for the moment. No, on your left, dropping out that Mantis healing to make sure that everyone is holding. Yunko has the Meteor M as there's Titor. Who's going to drop it? Here's Yunko! Gets the kill on the face! Overshake on Raw Dog, and Crispy are pushing forward. Crispy Fries with a great angle here. Down goes Mantis, and Crispy Fries are going to make it almost all the way. In fact, all the way to that tier 2 right off the bat. Beautiful setup here, all the way from spawn. Tomyumkung setting themselves up. Or are they waiting? Interesting. Are they waiting for another portal here? Olivier.
It seems we have company.
Just going to be moving forward. If they did do a portal, I missed it. Looks like they might have. 162 seconds. It is on cooldown. Overshake. Trying to get themselves a good angle here. Here comes the Galactic Legend looking for the flag, but Olivier is getting some good zoning here, really giving them a hard time, but that's still good. Overshake, Galactic Legend picking it up. Quite a few KOs there as they make their way back onto the point. And Crispy Fries looking like a completely different team on the offense. They are smashing through the defense of Tomyumkung, and Tomyumkung are suddenly in a position where they are going to have to fight tooth and nail with still 3 minutes left in order to try and stop this push from Crispy Fries. It's going to be rough. Titor has that Meteor M. EU taken out before they can do too much work with the final judgment. Titor pushing forward. They have that Meteor M, and here it comes. Can they get a group up? Everyone's moving, everyone's dancing. They're able to snipe Olivier. That's one of the frontliners gone. Moving on to Neebs, who's just trying to stay on the point, keep everything going here. On your left is immediately dropping out the extra healing to keep that push going. Just make sure that they are all fully sustained. Yunko healed up to full by those supports, pushing forward the strategist value here. Iron Barrier, Meteor M takes out of you. That's the main damage output. The Eye of Agamotto was just dropped by Olivia, but it's going to do big damage to Crispy Fries, who are down to only 3 members with Flicky Minaj spawning in base, but down they go. This is big from Tomyumkung. That was a huge Eye of Agamotto by Olivier there. They've been able to hold them short of that tier 2. We're down to just over 2 minutes. Tomyumkung, this is pretty good news for them. They've got 91 meters to hold. This is doable. This is absolutely doable here. Raw Dog with that arc out, dropping some pretty solid damage. Here comes Flicky Minaj, dropping as much damage output as they can with that judgment. Able to pick up one, looking for a second. Everyone is completely split, forcing them to struggle to work out where to focus. Destroying the terrain to set this up. A stun was dropped onto Overshake there, who took a little bit of damage but is immediately healed back up. Could be worse. Tier 2 finally broken. We're onto Tier 3. Massive damage onto Titor. Completely alone and isolated. And now that's some staggered deaths, meaning a great opportunity for a push for Crispy Fries. And we are seeing a lot of trouble here for the members of Tomyumkung Gaming. TD Valkyrie continuing an amazing job. We haven't been on board with them in a while. They've got that Eye of Agamotto up, getting focused down, but the healing output is real good. Barriers up whenever possible, dropping up and down to try and bait out the shots. The healing is insane though, still full magnetic barrier. Setting them up, dodging one, pushing forward, trying to find the angle for the Eye of Agamotto, diving deep, trying to get into that back line. The barrier, though, needing to pretend that they're kind of surrounded right now, retreating to their team with the Cognitive Levitation in order to get the right angle. Pushing forward, continuing to just be the insane front line for their team. Here comes EU. Can they burn through this front line? Amazing protection from Yunko, but Yunko goes down in exchange. That is big. Here comes Overshare. He gets to the backline with the Galactic Legend. They are completely behind everyone. They've got a perfect angle here with the Infinite Flight, but the healing output from Lunar Snow is so good. Fluxy is keeping them up as they try to dive into the background. They're dropping everything they can onto this. Olivier does have that Eye of Agamotto, but will they stay alive long enough to use it? Teddy Valkyrie's being driven back, but gets that Iron Barrier. They are able to push forward. Can they hold this? Still Overshake is on the flank, causing problems. Yunko is being forced to use the terrain for some kind of protection, at least any they can find. Quick reset. Teams respawning, making their way forward. Who's going to be able to do this? Nicki Minaj does have that final judgment available. Will they be able to set this up? Here comes Yunko pushing forward. Here comes the Media. That's a big group. They take out you. That's the main damage output. That's so big for Crispy Fries as they make it forward. 75 meters out of 85 meters. 10 more meters. They are so close with 56 seconds to go. They're holding the line. Flicky Minaj flanking with huge damage output. And they've done it. 85.4 meters. That's going to be a 3-2 in favor of Crispy Fries. And they will take this match in the Marvel Rivals Open Qualifiers. MVP, well-deserved. Teddy Valkyrie, amazing. Sustained there. 33 kills with the Doctor Strange. On the other side, max kill number Raw Dog with 18 there. Rough times on your left, though, and same with V-Space. 22 and 24 assists, respectively. Incredible job there. Person who died the least in the game looks like to be a three-way tie between Teddy Valkyrie, Neebs, and Fluxy. Really giving Yunko giving their life multiple times. We're not talking down to them. They gave their life so many times for the team in order to set them up for that final push. I hope you all have enjoyed this. We'll be uploading more of these as we go. And of course, when Europe and NA come out as well, we'll be jumping on any of those. Thank you, Marvel Rivals devs, for putting in these incredible replay features that we have on release. You know how rare that is? This is big. That's going to be the win for Crispy Fries. They are currently sitting at tied first position in the Asia qualifiers. Congratulations to them. Join us next time for the next match. I've been Tetcher. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.